to them. The All-Seeing Guys. The All-Seeing Guys. With Greg and Joe.
Hello, welcome to episode 168 of the All-Seeing Guys podcast with me, Greg, and I'm also joined by
Joe.
Joe. Threw him off then, I didn't say my second name. I went straight in with a first and just left it, keeping everyone on their toes. In fact, Joe's just got up off his seat. He's had enough. He's done.
I don't think we need to keep things that formal with last names.
No, I've gone full screen with you here, actually, Joe.
Oh, really?
On my computer.
Oh, you unfortunate person.
Full screen. Yeah, I've gone full. It's almost like you just sat very close on a table
Just right in front
of
me.
me.
I'll try not to lean
Yeah,
forward.
you're not. It doesn't look like. It doesn't look like you're sat across the table from me. It literally looks like you're sat like in front of me on the table.
Just
yeah.
cross-legged in
like
front
I've
of
got
you. Just be like, what are you doing?
Of you. What are you at? Yeah, so you just ran in and sat like cross-legged on the fucking table like you're Peter fucking Pan and just started fucking chatting. What you doing?
You've heard of Joe, Elf on the Shelf? Well, now you've got Joe on the show.
Oh, that's just fucking dick out, balls out, Joe on the show. Joe on show.
Joe on
Joe
show.
on
Yeah.
show.
Joe with his dick out.
Joe on show. How are you, Joe?
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, all good.
What is kicking?
Oh, nah, nothing. I don't think any.
Nothing to go on.
Once more, another week
Fairly-
of very
fairly quiet.
very minimal interest happening.
Very minimal interest happening
Yeah.
for Joseph Jackson.
Nothing happening.
I had quite a busy week last week,
Did you?
and two of those busy days did include you.
Oh yeah.
I had what day was it? Thursday. I went to Lightopia in Crystal Palace.
Oh yeah, you did. You went to the big light show, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean it's like a light trail you walk through. It was actually amazing. I was very much like ugh when we had to go because it was in Crystal Palace.
Yeah. What did you
But,
do? Did you drive there?
Nah, fuck that. We got the
I
train.
was gonna say.
It does say when you buy the tickets, it urges you not to drive because there's not much parking. But we literally got there and was greeted by a massive car park, so I don't quite understand what's going on there.
Crystal.
But I wouldn't have.
Crystal Palace is where I once saw a man lurking around a small sort of, I don't know, it was like an unbuilt house in a park. We saw this guy, like we were going to the park, me and some friends, and then on the way back from the park, we saw that house engulfed in flames.
Wow.
Yeah. Saw that in Crystal Palace.
Interesting.
There you go, nice little.
Wow. Because in Crystal Palace Park did have a very famous fire, which is referenced in Lightopia. I mean, before our time, not the one you saw.
Yeah.
But they had a big house structure that was literally having the footage from like the fire in fucking how many projected onto this house. It was pretty amazing.
Oh wow.
So you literally saw the original black and white reels of Big Fan, Crystal Palace. Like you saw that being projected on there. And
That's a great
and then
news
fire
voice, Greg.
coming up the side of the building, like projected fire. Thank you.
Crystal Palace in 1970.
Yeah, I was a bit umming and ahhing. But yeah, when we got there, I was like, oh, it's too Christmassy. But you get there, and actually, you pass the Christmas bit quite early on. Just big,
Just
get
it out of the way.
Trees. Then but then you get to like awesome gardens and like big flower, this huge phoenix thing, that whole wood forest I had behind me, just raving.
Yeah.
Like, I sent you and Ed that video of all those trees behind me, just fucking having a... So that, because it was dark and late, wasn't open, but that actually is a maze, apparently, in there.
Oh, no way.
And like then you got to all the... And I knew Crystal Palace has those famous dinosaur statues that are like fucking hundreds, fucking plus years old. but I wasn't expecting to see like they'd added all these animatronic ones in there and stuff. Like it was really, really interesting, like really cool. I actually really enjoyed it.
That's what's missing.
And we got home.
That's what's missing from the Amsterdam Zoo is making that big dinosaur in there animatronic.
Yeah, exactly, and a rave as well. It looks like it's been to a rave.
Like,
these dinosaurs were the rave.
Well, I always joked about the big dinosaur in the Amsterdam Zoo because it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex and he's got the little hands, but they're sort of like it's touching its chest. And
they're like really little.
Yeah, we always joked that it was on ecstasy, and it was just like, oh god, I feel so
rubbing
scaly.
Itself.
Oh,
I feel
god.
so good.
Touch me, everyone.
So yeah, first day was Lightopia. If you haven't been, look it up. I did do it. My phone was dying the whole time, but I did manage to still film a video from it
for your next
and it's
for your
on
next music
Instagram
video,
or what have you. It would have been great to make a music video.
It looked
there,
like
but...
it.
Yeah, it would have been awesome. But
it looks like an LED version of that Audio Slave song music video. It was like an LED version of it.
It does, yeah. It was it, but it was awesome. Check out. I did do a cool video for it. Have a look at it. It was really nice. I think I caught all the awesome things to look at, and they just looked great at night with these cool animals and stuff. So that was Thursday. Friday, me and you were at Ed's.
We were.
I worked during the day. Then we're at Ed's in the evening.
Yeah.
And that led nicely into an all-dayer Saturday, which was, of course, Christmas Horror.
The annual event that we care more about than Christmas.
Yes, Christmas Horror. I believe it was. I thought it was year 10, the 10th year, but I think it actually was the 9th year that we've been doing this. But I love Christmas Horror. It's such a thing. I like getting up early, going to Sainsbury's, getting the snacks. Because we go over Friday, I'd already like bought over like my crisps and my beers and stuff. They were already there. It was great. It was so good doing that.
It's like
it was so much less shit to carry in the morning.
We really planned it out this year with tactical drop-offs the day before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
And it was very tactical. So yeah, we cracked on with what Gremlins. We started with Gremlins over breakfast.
Started the day with bacon sandwiches and Gremlins, which was actually a nice little ease in to the events of the day. Yeah,
I think so. Because that's the one I tell when people are like, "What's a Christmas horror?" I'm like, "Well, Gremlins is a Christmas horror."
Yeah.
I mean, it is funny, but it is technically also a Christmas horror.
Yeah.
Like. Oh, okay. I have seen a Christmas Horror then. Yeah, here you go. Now you're getting it.
What are the rules, Greg? Well, you got.
Now you get. I'll sing them to you.
It's gotta be scary. It's gotta be at Christmas.
And a bacon. Gotta have Gremlins with your bacon. Yep. I think we went straight into demonic toys after that.
We did, yes. Which wasn't
they're
actually,
the films
which was a technical entry into the list because it was. Sometimes you've got to be a bit, sort of creative with your choices, and demonic toys was chosen because of toys, and obviously kids get toys at Christmas, and that was the mindset behind it.
Yeah. I like those films. They're the films I like at Christmas Horror. The ones that you haven't seen are shit.
Yeah.
But not like filmed on a cam called $2 budget shit.
No.
Not
like
a
the
little bit off from that. Not like the Flick, no. So I actually enjoyed demonic toys. I like those sort of ones. I mean, the first half was better than the last half. It was a bit weird at the end.
It was
but then we just plowed through the day with various Christmas themed horrors.
We did, yeah. There was we also chucked Die Hard 2 in there because that is much more of I mean, it's just I mean, not horror, but still a Christmas film.
I literally don't remember anything about Die Hard 2. I know we watched it. It's like I said, I wasn't asleep, but it's like I was. Yeah. I just do not remember much of that film.
I mean, that was later. That was later on in the day. We'd been going a fair while.
Yeah,
we were about 6 hours in at that point.
Had I cracked open beer at that point? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, we started. We
can't remember.
This is the most sensible I think we'd been, in all honesty, because before Christmas Horror was definitely about cracking open a beer at like 10, 11 in the morning, just because fuck it, you can. But not this year. Not this year. No, we didn't. No. We didn't really start.
Well,
I think I started drinking about 1, and then you guys followed about 2 hours later, like sensible people.
Yeah, well, I think it was even later than that. Well, whenever you guys went to the shop and came back, wasn't it? He went and bought.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then we cracked some. But I had some in the. I only drank 4 out of my 8 that I had with me.
Huh.
So I had beers to come home with.
Not bad.
That was a nice little treat for me. Yeah, not bad at all. But I was pretty fucking mashed. Like, I don't really remember the journey home. Do I? I got on a bus. I literally remember P just get me home.
Yeah.
Like I had to wait quite a while for it, but I got on the bus and fucking got my ass home.
Yeah, I was.
And it was fucking.
I mean, it's a long day. It was a good 12-hour day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it was by the time it was sort of like going home time, I was just like, oh, I just want to just click my fingers and just not
be home. Yeah,
just
yeah,
be
yeah.
home. It was
Be home.
But I was surprisingly all right the next day.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah, I was okay.
I had to go to...
So that was Christmas horror. We had a nice festive lunch. Well, I say festive. It was like a roast dinner with Yorkshire puddings.
It was so.
But I
so
left
good.
that place so full, like so full up.
Yeah.
Like I felt. Probably about 2 hours before we left, I was like, I'm like crazy full up.
Yeah.
Like I need to shit.
Yeah, like uncomfortable.
I need a shit. I need to shit.
Because that's been...
Got home, literally could not shit. Could not do it.
In the past, that's where I've gone wrong on Christmas horror, is overeating. I always go in, I'll just get too fucking stoned, and then I'll just be like in on the snacks, and I'll eat a bag of crisps, and then everything.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like, oh, dinner time, and it's like, oh god. Like,
here's lunch.
Yeah. It's just, it's a slog of a day.
Sarah slow cooked some pulled pork.
Oh god,
good.
Sarah did good.
Yeah, it was.
Sarah
It was
did
a lot.
so goddamn good.
So much food.
And
it
Ed,
was amazing.
we
It was
bought
really good.
we bought a total of 24 Yorkshire puddings.
Yorkshire puddings.
That we put cheese and we put cheese and like turkey and beef in them.
Turkey. Stuff in them.
I bought 2 camemberts. Definitely ate at least one of them.
Yes. Yep.
Love me a camembert.
I feel towards the end of the second one I started jumping in it a bit more because I was so fucking full, man.
Yeah.
It was insane how full up I was. I ate so much food that day. But that's what it's all about, man.
Is it?
It's basically Christmas, but Christmas horror.
Yeah, pigging out.
So you're meant to leave feeling like shit.
Pigging out, having some
Not
drinks
feeling
and
like
watching
shit. That's
some
a bit
films.
unfair, but... Yeah. So that was what day was that? That was Saturday. Yeah, that was Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunday. I literally had a whole other Christmas.
Okay, you did.
Because I went to like we went to our friend's house because we're not going to see them till after Christmas.
Sure.
And their 2 little daughters like love Indiana and Indiana loves them. So we went round there and basically had a mini Christmas day. We had like
That's
Christmas lunch, all the turkey, all that thing, all the nice jumpers, and then we did the presents for the kids afterwards. And they were playing with the kids. We got an Uber there because I was like, fuck. The next morning, even though I thought all right with Christmas horror, I was like, I don't want to drive. Like, don't let me drive.
Yeah.
So we got a cab there and back, which was good because it meant I could actually have a drink when I was there. They're big wine drinkers, so I left there pretty sloshed.
Oh, wine, mate. Wine is every year at Christmas. I'll start on like I'll start on whiskey and then I'll hit wine at dinner and I'll just be like, bro, it's time for a nap.
No, I took 2 of my leftover beers and Christmas horror with me, drank them pretty quick, and then was like on just massive glasses of red wine, and I was pretty like, woo. But that was a really nice day. Again, more food. Again, I wasn't really that hungry. Even on Christmas, even that day, I didn't really eat much of I ate the turkey and stuff, and the Yorkshire puddings, obviously, but then I was just like, oh, I'm pretty full, actually. Didn't have any dessert or anything. And then Monday, I was working, and then Monday evening, me and Johnny guested on that live stream.
Yeah.
Which at the time I really couldn't be asked to do because it had been such a busy weekend. I was so shattered. But this guy been waiting so long, like he booked us like months and months ago to do this show for him. So we did it, and it was a weird one because it was basically hosted by a puppet. Called Salacious Rum, which is obviously based on Salacious Crumb. He's the little animal that sits on Jabba the Hutt's tail in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, we've spoken about him in the past, and the people that are not cosplay it, but they treat it like it's real.
Unless they're very small. Yeah, because I have the blue one. So this guy has his puppet's more like the one that looks from the film.
Yeah.
And he has a YouTube channel, Salacious Rum, and it's all him. Like no, I don't know what the guy looks like that does the voice. He does these live streams where he interviews people, the puppet, but the puppet will occasionally be like, "Mr. Bob," and then the voiceover will be like, "Yes, don't worry, I'm here, Salacious," and that's the guy. He's just doing both the voices.
Yeah.
And he did in it, but live while interviewing people. So he would do his voice for a bit and then cut, and then the whole time he's moving the puppet, but then the puppet will just talk. So he's the guy on the screen you're talking to. So yeah, me and Johnny went live with this this little puppet, and I thought, because before you go live in a live stream as a guest, you kind of like in a backstage area of YouTube, which is just like you're on the screen but no one can see you yet. And you can kind of see whatever all the audience, what all the people watching are seeing, and you're not on there yet. And usually that's when the host is like, right, guys, I'm going to give it, I'm going to bring us live at this point. I'll do this, do that, then I'll introduce you guys, or I might leave you off the screen, then bring you in when I introduce you. I thought, we're going to see the guy. But no, it was still all the puppet. It was still all the puppet. And you're like, oh, okay. It's a bit weird at first. You're like,
of course it's fucking weird.
But the guy before we got going was like, Greg, I need to apologise. Like, Salacious has the mind of a child, and he's spent a lot of this week writing a lot of jokes at your expense. So I'm just going to give you a heads up. And I was like, oh, okay,
right,
okay. And then you go live, and you very quickly forget it's a puppet. And it's a guy, because once you get going, you're just chatting to him.
Is it like,
and then you're like, fuck man, this guy's funny. He is funny.
Is it like in Lord of the Rings when
really
you first
rude.
see like Gollum, and then after about 20 minutes you sort of forget it's CGI?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's kind of like that. Yeah, but he's really rude. Like he's not like a lot of the Star Wars live streams I see are quite calm and tame.
Yeah.
Whereas this guy's just talking about other orgies he's had with other like animals and fucking the herpes he's got, the chlamydia, all his STDs he's picked up along the way. And I'm like, oh right, okay, like this ain't Sesame Street. Fuck. Like,
it sounds like an all-seeing guys episode.
Puppet. Yeah, but very quickly on, he was like, so straight away, the Greg's the Baker's jokes were rolling pretty quickly about what I have, but it was quite funny because. Such a weird in-joke. The WhatsApp group I'm in with some guys I was working with in Natterjacks. In the morning when I drop in Gianna off at nursery, I go to Greg's and get a black coffee for my walk home. And I always update in the group, in Greg's, let them know what's going on. Pretty busy, pretty quiet. Got my coffee pretty quick. Had to wait a while. The staff member all new Christmas. They like the updates. Mm-hmm. So it's a bit of a running thing. It's a bit of a running thing. And Tim said he put on my live stream while he was like getting ready for his nap. And he said it was really surreal falling asleep listening to me talking a puppet through my Greg's daily routine that I also update Tim on throughout the day. He's like, it was so surreal just dozing off and hearing you talk about the messages you literally send me every morning about Greg's to a puppet. But then all the jokes came over. We know what Johnny does, but a lot of it was like, what you do, Greg? What big letters across the screen. What does Greg do? Apart from play with toys. And I actually got into that moment of, what do I do?
Yeah.
I was like, I did all the photos for the book. Figured that would be enough. Now, okay. And I was like, I did all the photos. I set up for the photos. I looked after the figures. But then after a while, Johnny's like, you do all the admin, you run all the social media, you do digital marketing, you do the website, you look after all the orders. I'm like, oh yeah, I do actually quite a lot. Yeah.
Just whilst on the spot, I'd forgotten everything that I do.
You helped with the, you helped with the setups and templates of the book. Like, look, you're involved in the book. Yes, of course I am. Yeah, it confused me for a second. But it was, it actually was a really fun experience. Like, it was actually a very fun stream to do. Even though I was kind of dreading it, once it got going, it actually was a lot of fun. So if you want to see me get interviewed by a puppet, just Google Salacious Rum, Red 5 Designs, or just one or the other, and I'm sure it'll pop up.
You're a better man than I, man. I would have told that thing to go and fuck itself if it decided to just fucking rip the shit out of me for 45 minutes.
It was only quick and brief. It was good fun. Yeah, I cut. Plus, the guy is there. He did say to me afterwards I was a very good sport, but they are, this guy is a big backer of the book and of the company, so I gotta you know, play nice. But it was awesome. I actually did really enjoy it. And to be honest with you, it actually was quite fun doing a bit different stream rather than just being interviewed about the book. We didn't really talk much about the book. It was actually quite nice to be asked how I like my bacon. You know, like, I mean, it was quite nice to talk about bacon and sausages for a while.
How do you like your bacon?
Well, yeah. Rather than the book, you know, it was even Johnny was like, it was quite nice not just to focus on the book for like an hour. It was quite nice to talk about
bacon.
You going to Greg's, as Johnny says he hasn't been to Greg's.
Whatever.
Well, he says he's been a couple of times, but there's not one near him, so
no, fair enough.
He'd have to go well out his way to go. But yeah, so that was all interesting. That was pretty much my week then. That was me from I was literally from Lightopia all the way through to finishing that live stream Monday night. I was pretty busy.
And apart from the times where I did see you, that's all that I did, in all honesty. That's just nothing else. During that entire spread of time, I did nothing.
Spread of time. I'm changing my lighting here. Okay, all right, excellent. So yeah, there you go. Nice catch up, everyone. As you can see, we've all been very busy. It's about half hour to catch up there. 20 minutes in, all caught up. We know
you
Joe
can't say
did a
we've all
couple
been
of
very
things last
busy
week.
when I've done fuck all.
We have quite a few geese drops this episode. Quite a few geese drops.
Yeah, they've there's been quite.
And by I say quite a few, I say quite a collection, I mean more than like the 2 we did last episode.
Uh-huh.
But they've all been sent in. I haven't got any. I don't know if Joe has any, but the majority of them have been sent in by good old Sam. We've got one from Owen. We've got Ashley. We've got Tree. All 4 listeners are here.
Yeah. All 4 listeners. Everyone that's ever sent us geese drops has continued to send us geese drops.
Has continued to send us geese drops. Excellent. So without further ado, let's go into Geezedropping. We're here snippets I've heard a conversation heard by us or you and read them out of our context. Geezedropping.
A Jew?
Geezedropping. Having a listen.
Did I bid you a Jew? Did I say bid you a Jew? Oh, further ado. Further ado. Further ado.
What do you mean?
Mind you.
What do you mean further ado? Like, is that just a measure of distance? What is that? Like,
maybe I'll do that to Sarah next time. Push her back a little bit. Oh, further ado.
It's like I'm trying to imagine.
You're pushing them back from you. You're further ado. You're further ado. You're further ado.
To imagine.
Now you're far away, Jew.
I'm trying to imagine what the illustration would be for that on catchphrase. Just a big arm pushing a Jewish person. Just oh dear.
And then like his brain comes out, and that'd be like, mind you, mind you, like. Is this anti-Semitic? Is anti-Semitic the word?
Semitic.
Because I had that weird advert on YouTube, like that was literally like 5 minutes long. I'd skipped it after like 2 minutes. It's
like the
just going through.
It
was
the
literally
lyric,
a PowerPoint about not being horrible to Jewish people.
It's that lyric in that Prodigy
Really
song, isn't it?
me.
Anti-Semitic A to Z, pre-depression.
Yeah. I have anti-Semitic symptoms. Do I have COVID? The girl.
Can you taste anything?
All right, maybe we're treading a line here. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Maybe we should go with some geese
Yeah,
drops.
probably. Let's do that.
You don't know?
That was the original idea.
Right. I'm going to go in with a little short batch from Sam's first.
Uh-huh.
Got a couple here from Sam. Good old Sam. Thank you, Sam, for your northern geese dropping.
Always
Drunk man.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, we're having delays.
I was just like always. I was going to say always a pleasure, but I was just like
I knew. Yeah, I wait. Drunk man. Right, drunk man on High Street. Have you seen my cat? It jumped over the fence. I think the dog has eaten it. Jesus, this is a drunk, desperate man searching the streets for his cat that he thinks a dog ate. Does he even have a dog?
Do you think he knew he was in the high street?
Yeah, where does he live?
Yeah.
Where does he fucking even live? Fucking fads.
This is not a residential
fads.
area.
Wow, fads! Jesus Christ! Do you remember fads?
Fads?
Yeah.
No.
That's like one of the oldest fucking shops. Why was that the first shop I pulled out of my mind? Fads.
No, I don't remember that
Let
at
me
all.
Google it. Fads UK. Is that the shop? Fads UK? Oh my god, it's still going. Is that still the same Fads?
I don't know. I don't know what this is,
really
Greg.
old.
I don't know what you're on about.
It used to be a really old shop. Here we go. Fads. Fads. I'm holding up a picture of an old store.
Nah, mate, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, Fads. Welcome to Fads. It was a really old store. There used to be one, God, all over, I think. That's so surreal. That's the first shop that popped in my head. Fads.
I do, mate. I've got no recollection of that whatsoever.
Oh my god.
I remember like Martins. Do you remember Martins, like the newsagents?
Yeah. There's still some around, isn't
Yeah,
there?
I think so.
There's one down the road for me, I think.
But yeah, Fads.
UK
Fads. I've got no clue.
UK shop. 90s. I'm trying to see if I can find where there were some. They were kind of like little Woolworths, yeah. They're all popping up in pictures of Woolworths now. Fads.
Huh.
God, that is weird. Sorry.
Is this one of those?
Do any of you listeners remember the shop Fads?
That came very, very close to being like a Mandela effect sort of situation there, where it's just sort of like,
didn't it? Yeah.
Does this exist, or is this something
100%.
that I've just?
I mean, I know it exists. I've just seen the pictures.
But I've never seen that in my life. I've never ever seen a place called Fads. Never. So like,
wow.
I feel like we're
maybe.
living in alternate universes, Greg.
I literally can't believe that I was like, this guy, the Geese shop. The guy's drunk on the high street. Does he know? Joe asked. Does he know he's on the high street? Catch him to the fence. Does that mean he lives in a shop on the high street? What's the first shop you think of, Greg? And Fads. I can't believe Fads was the first name that popped in my head.
I think you've just taken like the most like you've definitely won the prize for like most obscure reference.
I should have gone Rumbelows.
Rumbelows. Jesus Christ.
That's always in Mighty Boosh, isn't it? When Vince gives up, celebrity chasing and just starts wearing normal clothes, and he comes back and he's like, I've given it up now. I work in Rumbelows. I'm manager in Rumbelows. So good. Next skis drop for Sam. Man on the phone. Well, find someone else to punch. That was good. Kind of emojis is that phone?
Jesus.
Shit.
We shouldn't really laugh at a potential domestic abuse, but here we are.
I mean, drunk bloke at station. Well, hey, Terry, you can't. I don't know if it was actually pronounced that way, but the fact he
I
wrote
like it though.
"way hey" first to me indicates that he's like, "Well, hey, Terry, you can't."
That's great.
I love it when people just use "cunt" like it's not a word. Well, it is a word, but like it's not a bad.
Yeah, just like
word.
it's like an endearing.
Like it's not offend. Like it doesn't offend anyone when it obviously does.
Use it as a term of endearment.
Yeah, a drunken term of endearment. You lovely tickly cunt.
Oh, I love you, you cunt.
And the next one, he hasn't given any drunk guy or whatever. He just put the actual geese shop here. You're 47. You don't need to block people on Instagram.
I remember seeing that one pop up.
That's good.
Because it just made me just think, like, really? Like, I think I didn't feel like there was like an age limit for like blocking people on social media.
That is good though. I do like that one a lot.
Yeah.
What do you have then, Joe?
I have a couple here. One has no explanation whatsoever. I just remember hearing it, and it says, "John is such a white name."
It is a white name.
It's white, isn't it? Now that when I'd never really thought about that, but it's pretty Caucasian. There's
you know where you stand with a John Smith.
Yeah. Yeah, what, the beer?
Oh yeah, it is a beer, isn't it?
It is indeed. Or a bitter?
I was just thinking of the whitest surname.
Or is it a bitter?
I was just thinking of the whitest surname. I was literally thinking of the whitest surname I could use, and Smith was the first one that came to my head.
Came to it.
God.
Went there.
Yeah. Wow, my head's weird.
This other one was heard on the train in the morning. As Sam has proven
By you?
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, are these from Sam as well?
No,
right.
these are from me. This is all me. As
Right,
Sam has
okay.
proven in the past when he's sent stuff to us that public transport and school kids is just one of the greatest combinations for geese drops because they have no filter of volume level. And there's these particular group of kids that get on when I get on the train. There's about 6 of them. And the other day...
Morning, Joe!
Oh, no, because like 5 of them sit on this one section of seats and then one has to always sit next to me and I'm always just like, get the fuck away from me.
Oh, yeah.
And they're always banging on about FIFA. Like, they're always fucking talking about FIFA. And the other day I heard this. One of them just said, I can't even move my arm without my ribs hurting. And his mate responded, well, get better ribs.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I like it.
Just what a little cunt. That is
a little cunt.
That is what I heard on Out and About.
I've got one here from Owen. Now Owen does bring in. He always brings in like these just golden geese drops out of nowhere.
Well, I think just
once
he has
in a while.
do you remember the story?
Oh, of course, fucking hell, yeah. Well, no, of course I don't remember the story. We didn't know who that was. We never revealed who that person was, so I do not remember the story.
That's all right.
I'm not going to edit that because I don't think anyone apart from the person we're talking about will put 2 and 2 together there.
I don't think the 5 people listening
story.
to our podcast remember the story as well, so that's fine.
We sell ourselves short. More than 5 people listen. A good 8.
Yeah.
But Owen does drop these awesome geese drops, and this one fucking brilliant again. 3 older ladies having coffee. I like it already.
Yeah, good setup.
Another lady walks in, and they all coo at her. Hello, are you working? Are you working? And the lady replies, no, I'm playing Hunt the Beaver.
What?
I'm playing Hunt the Beaver.
Oh my god. Is that a euphemism? Is that an actual game?
I don't know if it's actual or if it was sarcastic. No, I'm playing Hunt the Beaver. Yes, of course I'm working.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's along those lines or whether it's
That's a
like
good
I'm
point.
literally playing Hunt the Beaver.
No, that's a very good point. I didn't think about that.
I'm a woman who's also out looking for other females to engage in sexual prowess intercourse with.
Prowess intercourse.
I don't know why I said prowess. I don't know. Things aren't working with me today. I do feel a bit out of sorts.
You really tried there.
What?
You really
to not bring it up.
No, go.
What did he just fucking say? No, it's good because everyone listening is going to be like prowess.
Yeah.
What the fuck is he talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about.
The Luigi board all over
a
again.
bit off the fucking track today. I'm a bit off the track today mentally. I don't know what's going on.
It's fine.
Maybe
Greg,
these
it's
beers.
fine.
This beer's got straight to my head as well.
Has it?
Yeah, I've just finished a nice orange pale ale, and now I'm going straight for a Hague Club whiskey.
Oh, very nice. I do. Is that with?
My dad gave this to me
What's
today.
the mix on that? Is that cola or ginger ale?
It is a single grain Scotch whiskey mixed with root ginger ale and lime.
Nice. Oh, that sounds nice. That does sound very nice.
Let's find out. I saw it in the garage at my dad's, and I kind of, he's got a Hague Club. Oh, look at you. And then he's like, here you go, you can have it. I was like, brilliant.
Fancy bastard.
My plan worked. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
You have it right there, Joe. Fucking have a bit of a rummage down your fucking...
I was adjusting my cock,
your
actually,
fucking cats.
if you must know. I was adjusting my cock in my trousers. I'm not afraid.
So yeah, Hunt the Beaver. Alright, let's go. I'm going to go play a voice message for Ashley sent me.
Oh, yeah, because I've
Ashley
got one as well, yeah.
He sends a few geese drops. Here we go. Turn up the old volume. This one's from Ashley.
We've just come out of the local country park, and there was this little young couple, I don't know, 18 or 19 or something, right? And the girl goes to the bloke, do you have any special powers, I think she said. And he's like, yeah, I can talk to animals. She goes, prove it then. And he just looked down at this duck and went, oi, duck, fuck you. She burst into laughter, and I just sort of tutted and walked past. I love people, man. People are amazing. Hey, fuck you, dog.
Oi.
Do you have any superpowers?
Oi,
Yes, I
duck.
can talk to animals. Prove it. Okay. Fuck you, dog.
That's fucking great. Oh, I like
Just because
that.
you can talk to animals doesn't mean they understand.
Yeah.
That's good. That's clever.
But,
I like
no,
that.
what he's done
That's
there
a bit
is
of cleverness to
he's
it.
forgotten. He's got himself slightly mixed up with talking and insulting animals.
I slag off animals
Yeah.
to their faces.
To their faces. I'm not.
I have you know.
I'm not a snitch. I don't go behind their back. I say it directly to them.
Yeah, I tell them flat out, motherfuckers.
He sent me this one today
Right.
whilst I was on my walk.
All right, go on then. Yeah.
Hang on.
There's like a local fete in town at the minute. They got like a Santa's grotto and a whole bunch of food stalls and toy stalls and all of that. This kid just came out of the Santa's grotto and goes, "I don't like that Santa. He smells like curried goat." That's fucking brilliant.
Curried goat Santa. Fucking brilliant.
Now that threw me.
Fucking
I was just like, how does
brilliant.
a kid know what curried goat smells like? And he just responded with the Jerk Hut, a Jamaican food stall. It was literally right next to the grotto.
Oh right, yeah, it's for the first. That's probably why then. Yeah, brilliant.
Dear.
Saw it straight away. Straight away, he clocked it.
It's so good.
Okay, I've got a couple more from Sam here. More from Sam, but this time on a bus.
Oh, good stuff.
Right, they opened passing a graveyard. I guess they passed a grave on the bus, and somebody apparently went, "Wow, a lot of people must die around here."
Sounds like a cliche like opening line of a horror film.
A lot of people must
Wow,
die.
looks like a lot of people die around here.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you mean that? Like you mean the world?
Yeah. Yeah, they just drop dead at graveyards. It is strange. And then this one. I'm the only attractive girl in my class, so all the guys flock to me like fruit bats to fruit. It's a weird one, that, isn't it? They flock to me like fruit bats to fruit.
It sounded like it had like potential, but then it just says fruit bats and fruit. She could have just been
Seems like a weird choice.
yeah.
It seems like
I mean, like she could have said a specific fruit and it
Flies
might have
to
been
shit.
better. I'm just saying, like fruit
Just
bats to
seemed weird.
strawberries.
fruit bats to strawberries.
Anything.
Yeah, fruit
Just
bats
anything.
to fruit. God, guys, I'm the most attractive girl in my class, and guys flock to me like fruit bats to fruit. What, they come up to you waving their arms, do they?
Greg, if you were to
know.
describe, if you received a lot of attention from the opposite sex, what phrase would you use to describe it?
I mean, the standard probably, just like fucking shit to a blanket. But I'd probably
Shit
say,
to a blanket.
Yeah, that's like the old saying, isn't it? It's stuck to me like shit on a blanket. That's the old saying, isn't it?
I've never heard that. I'm learning so many things tonight. I'm like,
it's stuck to me like shit on a blanket.
they're just like, oh mate, it's like flies around shit. That's the one I get.
yeah. Flies around shit and then shit to a blanket.
Shit to a blanket. Oh, they cling to me like shit to a blanket. That's fucking great.
Right, I'm sending you a WhatsApp here,
Okay.
and this is from Tree. This is from Tree. This is the last Geezedrop. Feel free to have a little read.
From Tree. I have a stolen northern
Yeah,
Geezedrop.
he's got it.
I'm up visiting my dad and we went shopping in Newcastle. Ah, I see where this is going. This needs to be read in an old man Geordie accent. I'm not really sure if this will make sense, but here goes. I've got so old and Geordie. Right, okay.
And man.
Oh, yeah, man. When you did, you did. I'd get this shovel out when I get home, and we'll dig it all up in garden.
What was the actual key? What did it actually say? I heard you say, when you're dead, get a shovel. What?
Oh, yeah, man. When you did, you did. I'll get this shovel out when I get home, and we'll dig up a hole in the garden. Takes a few goes there. I like
You
this.
sound like someone that narrates, not Big Brother, but narrates some sort of show or advert. You sound like someone for a voiceover for something. Maybe I'm thinking of Ant and Dec.
Could be.
Maybe you sound like one of them.
Thanks. And
Could be one of those you
Tordek.
sound like.
One or the other.
You sound like Ant or Deck.
I like this. I
Ain't
like
all
it when
deck.
people send me accent tasks or challenges. It's quite good. I mean, that wasn't very.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I did that very well, but
But you did it.
But I did it. I
you did it.
followed.
That's what-
I
that's
followed
what
instructions,
matters.
and I did what I was meant to do. I filled my part of the bargain.
You did. You did a good job there.
Yes.
I was
Thank
very
you.
impressed.
Thank you for that one, Tree. That was good. I like that.
Thank you, Tree. Thank you so much.
Away, man. When you deed,
I,
you deed.
Didn't you say you had a congratulational message you were sent? Was that not for the podcast?
I don't
feel
know.
like
I
you
don't
told
think.
me
I
this
mean, there was in the message. It didn't say please don't mention this on the podcast.
Oh right.
But it was pointed out to me.
right.
It was pointed out to me that last episode, I didn't interrupt proceedings by going to the toilet. That went completely unnoticed. I'm willing to. I'll take my.
Because I thought you did. I thought you went early. But obviously you didn't.
maybe I
Obviously, I'm
did.
just so used to it. I'm just like maybe I'm so used to it. I'm just putting it like imagining it, even if it didn't happen. I'm adding it myself. I'm editing it in my own brain.
Yeah.
So that was Marin obviously pointed out that you didn't go for a wee in the last episode.
Yeah.
So the only reason I did that because
Sorry, Marin,
because
if this wasn't to be shared, by the way, but here we are.
So that's all right. Congratulating you on not pissing an episode. I think it's all right. I'm now using this as a segue to move on to my conversation I had with Marin recently on Facebook. Where she told me she's concerned about your bladder. No, she didn't. We didn't talk about your bladder.
Great segue into.
We didn't talk about
into
any
my
parts of your body.
bladder intervention. Apparently,
Yeah. Bladder Fest 2021.
Bladder Fest,
All meet up.
Snakes and Bladders, 2021.
Bladders. Snakes and bladders. I like that. That's good.
Snakes and Bladders.
So Marin brought up this topic to my attention, and it's kind of hurt my head to think about. So I feel I'm going to bring it up with you.
Great.
So
thanks.
last week we talked about, which again was actually brought up by Tree, what language do deaf people thinking?
Oh yeah. Shout outs to Tree's
And then-
son for fucking me up. A treat
Dropping
with that one.
And Marin basically was saying, so did you know there are people who don't have an inner monologue? And I was like, she's like, basically a friend sent me a link to a TikTok video earlier in the year about a girl who had realised that her boyfriend doesn't have an internal monologue. So she sent this video to Marin and asked, do you have one of these, Marin? Because I don't have one. And it's really blown her mind. To enlighten, so when we say internal monologue, I'm not being like narration, but you hear yourself in your head think, right?
Yeah, we're not talking like main character vibes. It's just like, but when you
No, we're not.
if you
It's
have
not like
a thought, there's a voice
Yeah.
that you have that thought in. It's not just like
you know, oh shit, I need to go here, I need to do that.
Yeah,
I need to-
yeah.
Oh, did I do that? Oh, could I do this? Maybe I should try this. And when sometimes you think about things, sometimes you think in a monologue.
yeah.
So this girl, I mean, Marin sent me a screenshot of their WhatsApp. I'm not going to read it out word to word, but it is quite interesting. So this friend messaged Marin and was like, "Do you have an internal monologue?" I'm baffled by this TikTok video. Marin's like, "Well, yeah. If I will think I need a wee. Do you not think that?" And this girl's like, "No." Like, I do not think.
What?
I don't think in terms. Yeah, I don't have that voice in my head that makes me think like that. Like, so if I need a wee, I don't think, oh, I need a wee. I don't hear a voice in my head tell me I need a wee. Or my voice tell me that. I don't have an inner monologue.
So,
Right?
so what?
So then
but
Marin prods a bit further. And Marin's like, I will open the fridge and in my head be like, oh, what do I fancy? Or
Yeah.
almost out of milk. Need to put that on the shopping list. Very sensible, by the way, Marin, with your fridge replenishments here. I like it.
Yeah.
You know, open the fridge and you start thinking straight, oh, I need to replace this, I need to do that. Very good. Good examples of internal monologues as well.
that
mate.
is a person-
I would have gone for, oh, what could fit up my arse? Yeah, I would have completely
that
gone.
is a person
wrong with it.
who is going in the right direction in life. That is.
Yes,
I'm just like,
but
whenever
then-
I
but, you
open
know,
the fridge, I'm just like, is there cheese?
Yeah, where does that light come from? Does that light close when I shut
Oh,
the
mate,
fridge?
I've done it before.
Like-
My fridge is perfect for it.
Yeah, no, I
it does.
don't.
The light goes out. I can confirm.
I know, yeah. Because I've literally filmed in the fridge before and opened it for
of
shots
course.
and be like, so yeah, almost there. So Marin basically sums it up with, basically, it's a sentence I hear in my head. And her friend's like, nope, none of that. And like, Marin's like the video we just watched, I can't understand how someone can not have one. And this girl basically, but this has been so enlightening to me, you know, because my mum definitely has one. You know, I know people that have them, but it's only just dawned on me that I don't have one after watching this video of this girl talk about her boyfriend not having one. And it's just like, I can't get it's hard. Like, we were talking about it, and I'm just like, what was the last thing I said to her? I think I replied, like, saying, yeah, so when she sent me the screenshot of that conversation, I literally replied to Tamara being like, I have an inner monologue while reading this. Like, literally right now I have one. Like, and I just can't fathom not having that.
No. Maybe it's just like...
I want to look into this further. I need to look into this more, because I read this, Marin, and I was quite busy at the time, so I kind of put it aside. I was like, you know what? I'll bring that up on the podcast.
Yeah.
But I want to actually look into that, because it just sounds
I mean,
insane,
it could be...
right?
Maybe she does have it, but she just doesn't... I don't know. Maybe, like, because it's... I mean, to me, if you don't have the voice, then you don't have thoughts. I don't like... That's how my head's working at the moment.
God, imagine if you heard it in someone else's voice. That'd be weird.
That would be weird.
Like Ronnie Corbett.
It's like the classic... You know that fucking... Like, you know the film What a Girl Wants with Mel Gibson, right? He can hear their thoughts. So there's obviously that's their voices.
I vaguely
which
remember
actually also then obviously proves that deaf people can fucking think in a voice, because there is a scene in that where people are signing and he can hear their thoughts.
You know what, Joe? You're right. That does prove it.
Yeah.
that proves it 100%.
Thanks, Mel Gibson. And to go back to a previous comment, he also has opinions on Jews. So
He does.
So yeah, but no, yeah. So like that's
Mel Gibson. He's got opinions. Fucking hell. I can't get back on track after that, Joe.
But
Fucking hell,
no,
that was
that's
great.
all right. I'll get us there. So no, but yeah, in the film,
Thank you,
obviously
thank you,
he has
thank
been
God.
blessed with the power of hearing woman's thought, like of every woman, but he hears all their voices. So like, that's what I imagine that to be for everyone. But I can't.
Oh well, I mean, I just think how I feel. Yeah.
I can't. Like.
Imagine
So what
not
happens to
having
the
it.
things that she thinks about? Like, like?
Wait.
Oh,
What happens if I Google, do all people have an inner monologue?
a voice in their
Do all-
head. A
I've
voice in
missed
their
out.
head. A voice in their head.
Yeah, that sounds like I'm I'm talking about like fucking kill them. Do all people have an inner? Let's go with inner monologue. Do all people have an inner monologue? Go. While an internal monologue, I should have gone internal. I did say internal first. While an internal monologue is a common occurrence, not everyone experiences it. There's a lot of researchers have yet to uncover about why some people frequently hear an inner voice and what it means. So, I don't know if that answers my question at all. So it basically tells us some people don't. Apparently, this is a phenomenon called internal monologue. Yeah, we get that.
Yeah, I'm there. I hear that.
But okay, does everyone have one? By the way, I'm on Healthline website now. Like, the ability to have an internal monologue is thought to develop during childhood in what is called private speech. I like that, private speech.
Oh, private speech.
It's a good podcast name as well.
Private speech.
As children, yeah, private speech. In adulthood, so yeah, the children get it, and then in adulthood, the same speech continues to support working memory. Yeah, okay, that's good. It actually seems to have a what's the word I'm thinking of? Like a function. It improves working memory. Inner thoughts pose the same as inner speech, where you can hear your own voice expressing your thoughts. Okay. But there's nothing here about people that don't have it. self-talk.
I like
They say it's called
inner
as well.
speech more than private speech. I'm not gonna lie.
But private speech is when you're a kid. They say it's more when you're
Yeah.
a kid. Like, it's more of a child.
But
thing,
I
private
like the
speech.
sound of. I think inner speech sounds cooler.
Yeah, there's inner speech, and what's the other one I just saw? There was another weird name for it. Just self-talk. I don't like that.
No.
Examples of internal monologue. The most common form of internal monologue is verbal, when you essentially talk to yourself. For example, you may talk to yourself about issues that are on your mind, or perhaps a list of things you need to accomplish. Yeah, okay, this list of things. Yeah. Like, but there's nothing here about people that don't have it. So it's actually been a bit of a waste of a time, this entire fucking.
Oh well.
Well, we learned a little bit more about internal monologue, but I want to know about people that don't have it. That's what's really blowing my mind. Right?
Oh dear.
That's what's blowing my mind. People that don't have it.
I still just
Nuts,
like
man. I just can't.
But I feel like they do, but they just don't understand it. Like they just like they think that they're actually hearing a voice. Like I think they don't. That's
Was
like,
I just talking?
or they're actually schizophrenic and they're just like, no, everything's fine, no.
My God, I wish I've just remembered. Fuck. Oh man, I can't remember what the fuck it was. Shit, I knew I should have written it down. I said something out loud the other day that I didn't mean to say out loud.
Was it the N word?
And I was really shocked. No. Oh fuck, it's really annoyed me. It's really I can't remember what it was. I think I just sat down on a bus and I just said something out loud that I didn't mean to say, or maybe, you know what? If I remember, it would be more fun. So I'm going to move on from this.
Was it
'cause
lyrics?
I'm not going to remember it right now on the spot. No, I really wish I had written it down because I remember saying it out loud somewhere and being like, "Oh, what a fucking stupid thing to! I can't believe I said that out loud." Didn't realise I did that until somebody reacted to it. Then I was like, "Fuck! I said it out loud." Shit. It was a bit of like one of those moments of like that was really scary how easy it was for me to say that out loud when I didn't mean to. How have I done that many times before? Would I do it again?
Yeah.
You know, when I've got my headphones on, listen to music, am I saying my internal monologue out loud? When I get to Ed's,
Shall I get off at this bus stop or the next one?
when I get to Ed's, the 2 bus stop times, I'm going to go to Waitrose, get some things, and go roll a big spliff. Right, here we
your
are.
inner speech.
Your
inner speech suddenly
why
becomes
is
an
everyone
outer
staring
vlog.
at me? Why is everyone staring at me?
Oh, it looks like everyone's
I'm just
in my
sitting
head.
calm and quietly. Can they hear what I'm saying? How can they do that? Because I'm screaming it over my headphones like a retard. But yeah, something to think about there. I'm going to look into that a little bit more, I think, maybe at some point. Maybe if I can be asked by next episode, I'll look into that. We also, I think you sent me this, Joe. Bomb Squad gets called to A&E.
Fuck yes.
After man gets W2 shell stuck up his bum. And the internet has had a field day. I've not read this. I did see the head before you sent me this. I had seen the headlines and stuff and the pictures.
I have seen this everywhere.
It was everywhere, yeah, but I didn't read it. I
Everywhere.
kept seeing it, but I didn't actually read it.
No.
So, if you think you're having a bad week, spare a thought for the poor soul who prompted a response from the bomb squad after getting an artillery shell stuck up his bottom. The anonymous patient, who reportedly collected military memorabilia, I love they put this bit in quotation marks, slipped and fell on a projectile from World War II. Man, and this is like the Independent, when newspapers are like, newspapers are doing the quotation mark for you quoting, I slipped and fell. I get they probably actually are quoting you, but there's a bit of a cheeky slipped and fell. Yeah, all right then. Isn't that the same excuse the priest used when he fell when he had that potato stuck up his ass? We talked about that
it was, yeah.
years ago.
But
when he was putting up curtains, weren't he?
Yeah.
And he fell and slipped and fell on the potato went up his
But
ass.
here's the thing, right? If you're slipping and falling, surely you've got some trousers or shorts on, and then therefore the fabric's going to go up there with the thing you've fallen on. That's my theory. Why?
Yeah.
Like you have to explain.
Of course,
as to-
they should do it. Yeah,
Like you have to explain why your bottom half is naked, and it went so perfectly up your ass.
I mean, like when was the last time you slipped and fell, like at home?
What? And something went up my arse?
No. Just
Just
slipped and
randomly.
fell.
Just
I know you're not an 82-year-old man, but I'm just interested to know. Can you recall a time when you slipped and fell at home?
It wasn't bad, but I slipped on the stairs last Christmas Day. I
Right.
put on my new socks, and for some reason I just slipped down 2 steps, and I was like, Jesus Christ! I felt like Tiffany on in EastEnders when she fell down. When she
you got to do that to wear the treading.
Yeah, I felt like Tiffany from EastEnders when she took a tumble down the stairs. That's what. Oh, it was awful.
Oh, I thought you were going to say when fucking Frank ran her over.
No, it was a bad week for Tiffany. In all honesty, that week.
It was a bad week. Because I can't recall. I mean, I to be fair, I trip or kick things by mistake a lot.
Sure.
Like I stub my toe and stuff.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
I slip on the. Maybe I do slip more than I. Maybe I do slip quite a lot, but
You're more of an ankle roller, mate. You say you always used to roll your ankles.
Mate, I'm a horrendous ankle roller. It's insane. Fucking, I am. It sounds. I am a horrendous ankle roller.
Yeah. He's not boasting about his basketball skills.
Yeah.
Like, he's not got a sick handle.
That should be my tagline. Or if
I'm
Greg. I'm a horrendous ankle roller.
He's got ankles like Rizzler papers. That's what he's fucking saying.
But I ain't slipping and falling on things.
No.
Like I can't think of things I've landed on, especially up my fucking arse.
I have witnessed you do an ankle roll.
What could I possibly land on? Oh, you probably witnessed it more than once without even knowing, because I try and hide them when I can.
But yeah, no, I can't think of any. Like when I've slipped, I can't say that I've landed on my bottom.
Sorry, I just read the. Yeah, that's what I mean. Nor have I. I can't remember if you can land. I'm going ice skating after Christmas, like the 29th.
Oh yeah.
I've never ice skated in my life. Never. But yeah, never ice skated in my life. But I rollerbladed.
Are you going to Hampton Court?
Yeah.
Oh mate, I'm coming.
I'm going. Yeah,
I'm coming.
I'm going. Me, Lizzie, Indiana, and Lizzie's cousin are going.
Yeah.
So yeah, come get a good seat.
I am
because I will be a mess. But I used to rollerblade. Like I was really good at rollerblading. I used to do tracks. I used to do races. I was really good at doing tricks and stuff. I was really good at rollerblades. But that's been like 20 plus years.
Mate, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I used to rollerblade when I was younger, and then in my 16 age, I used to go ice skating in Guildford. We spoke about that. Move along. We used to go there on a Friday night, and then I have been to Hampton Court. I went there, and it was all right. I didn't fall over.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, the only reason I just brought that up because I'm saying I haven't really fallen on my arse, but I might do then.
Well, just make sure there's no World War II mortars lying around for you to insert into it.
Well, getting back to the World War II, let's have a look. So far, we've just said that this guy collects military memorabilia, and he has slipped and fallen on a projectile. Let's find out. I just love the opening to this next line.
He's also, ironically, he's also got one of Ava Braun's dildos as well, which is bizarre.
Brilliant. The girthy shell was a great fucking opening to a paragraph, by the way. The girthy shell, which measured an impressive 17 centimetres by 6 centimetres, would have been fired from an anti-tank guns during the war. Fearing the round could detonate, the bomb squad was called to A&E department of the Gloucestershire Royal Hospital on Wednesday morning. That is fucking embarrassing.
Right, that is bad.
Right? They attended and confirmed it was not live and therefore not a danger to the public.
Yeah.
Just a danger to this man's arsehole. That's not what the actual article said.
So here's what I'm thinking, right?
Here we go.
Okay, sorry.
He said he put it on the floor and then he slipped and fell on it and it went up his arse. He was in a considerable amount of pain.
Yeah.
I think he collected military memorabilia. He collects it up his fucking arse from the sounds of it.
It's a mortar shell. I mean...
It doesn't say... Oh, wait, there we go. So there's a tweet here for some reason. Military memorabilia collector seeks help after he slipped and fell on World War II artillery shell and lodged it in his rectum during a clear-out. Army bomb disposal experts were called, along with local choir, who sang Royal Blue Britannia as it was removed. That's gotta be. I imagine that last bit's
I
a
would
joke.
die.
But fucking hell, that's hilarious.
I would die.
That is hilarious.
Oh,
that is
good.
hilarious.
So here's my thought process.
Talk about weapons of ass destruction. Talk about weapons of ass destruction. Sorry, I've just got to all the tweets now, and they're really making me laugh.
Bet they're good.
Carry on.
I bet they're good. No, so here's my thought process, right? If that happened to me, and it was accidental, I would say it was an accident. If it happened on purpose, because I was a pervert for World War II mortar shells, and I stuck it on my own arse, I would be honest.
Look, I'm pretty relaxed about things when I go to hospitals or whatever, or dentists, and I'm like, oh, I've not been for a while, or I'm really embarrassed because they're going to stick this camera up my arse. Like, all these things that you would really. But I'm going to dentist for the first time in years. I've not been for 10 years. Oh my god! But I always think to myself, no matter what happens, they've seen worse.
Yeah.
Like they've always seen worse.
Yeah.
I always tell that's what that gets me for a lot of hospital visits and what such. They've always seen worse.
Yeah.
I don't know if showing up with a bomb up my arsehole.
Right.
If they have seen worse, really, in that point.
Right.
So I would struggle to maybe be honest. I'll be too painful and embarrassed, but maybe you're right. Just walk in there and fucking own it.
I get what you're saying, right? Because like regionally, like within that region, that's top of the table. You know what I mean? That's like it's like the Premier League. You know, your first top 4 teams, that's elite in the Premier League, and then they go into the Champions League.
All 14 up your ass.
But then those 4 then go into the Champions League, and then it's all a bit like everyone's a bit better. So like I think he's done himself a favour here by the story going national, because I feel like there's nurses out there have been like, oh, I've seen worse.
Oh, hold on a minute, Joe, I lost you. Oh, there you are. Sorry.
I am here.
I accidentally closed the window, but you're back.
Oh,
excellent.
Good. So yeah, it's I absolutely loved. As soon as I saw this story, I was just like, we are absolutely talking about this.
I mean, I'm so glad I've seen these fucking tweets at the bottom. They've got a picture of Bob Mortimer on that show. Would I lie to you?
Oh yeah.
And he's like reading the card, and above it he quotes it's just got, I once went into A&E after slipping at home and accidentally inserting a World War II artillery shell into my rectum. Downing Street insists all the rules were followed. You wear a poppy, I cause a bomb squad to be called after lodging a World War II shell into my rectum. We're not the same. Dials 999. Hello, operator. This is an emergency. Can you put me through to the bomb squad, please?
The bum squad. Oh, well, that's it, isn't it? That's the artwork.
Call the bum squad, and it's got the good morning.
The bum squad.
Got it. Oh, even your favourite Jack Whitehall jumped in on the action here.
I don't care.
His is less funny though.
Yeah,
imagine the waddle of shame.
It's funny that, Greg, because he is less funny.
Did you hear me and Ed talking about Jungle Cruise, that Disney film?
Yeah.
I think you were there.
Yeah. I was there.
And I think I said to you, and I think Rob summed up that film amazingly when he's like, it's bad when the best thing in a film, it's bad when the best thing in something is Jack Whitehall.
I mean, but then we equally
really
as well.
Laugh.
Was it on? We didn't watch a Christmas Horror, but we watched it on the Friday. Red Notice.
Oh god, that film was fucking bad.
That was such a fucking mate. I keep seeing like things online,
but it would have been. We should have watched the Western film.
I swear to God, I keep seeing stuff like Lad Bible posting like, "Oh, Red Notice, Netflix's #1 film." I'm just like,
yeah, because people are idiots.
Why? Like, I don't understand. It's so fucking
because
bad.
because there's so many people, probably half of them from Cheshunt, who are just like, oh, it's the greatest film. I watched it right between Fast and Furious 8 and 9. It was so good. Like,
those are the same.
They love those films.
Same people.
Films that have no plot.
Those same people
Films that
are
have no
reluctant to get vaccinated.
So, I didn't want to say anything in the group yesterday, but I watched that last Duel film yesterday that Ed Spin wanted to see for ages.
Oh, is that the Matt Damon one?
He's been banging on about this film he's wanted to watch for ages,
Yeah.
but he's been a bit scared by the reviews saying how bad it is and stuff. I watched it yesterday. I watched all 2.5 hours of it in one sit.
Oh, that's long.
Yeah, it was long. God damn, it was long. I thought, I'm going to see some good fighting in this, some good dueling. Nope. It's literally 2.5 hours of rape accusations from 3 different perspectives, which all 3 different perspectives weren't very different at all. In the sense, I swear it was the same bit, just 3 times.
So what is it, like a Bill Cosby biopic or something, or what? What is it?
Just funny.
A medieval. It's a medieval.
Yeah, but they
it's
said
a
it
medieval
in
telling.
But they said it in like 1326 in Paris.
It's a medieval retelling of the accusations of Bill Cosby.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, but I didn't say it to Ed. I just told Ed I'd watched it.
Yeah.
I'll wait and see what he says. There are some bits in it that were pretty good, but overall, nope, it was a bit of a
washout, was it?
Honest.
Is that
Bit of a
Adam
tough
Driver,
watch.
isn't it? Old good suit.
He's fucking great in it. The cast is awesome in it. He's great in it. Matt Damon's great in it. The fucking what's the name from fucking not Killing Zoe? That's a really old film. What's that film? The TV show about the Russian fucking killer. The BBC one. What the fuck's it called? Killing something.
Killing Eve.
What's that show called? Killing Eve. The woman from Killing Eve. She was really good in it. Ben Affleck was also pretty good in it.
Wow.
Even though he's Affleck. I was about to.
Even though he's Affleck.
I meant to say accent, and I said Affleck. I was like, even though his Affleck was a bit all over the place.
Is Affleck.
Ben Affleck was in it. It was pretty good, even though his Affleck was all over the place. I meant accent.
Oh dear.
His accent was a bit all over
We're
the place.
tired. Leave us alone.
Yeah, we are tired. But I'm actually feeling pretty drunk now as well. I've not really eaten anything today.
Oh dear.
But it was a really good cast, but that couldn't save it.
Nah.
But
Tis the case.
It is the case.
I mean,
exactly
I personally don't think this Matrix film that's coming out soon is going to be fucking good. I genuinely don't think it's going to be good.
I want it to be good, and I'm very excited for it. To the fact that over the last month I've rewatched all 3 Matrix films and the Animatrix in anticipation for this film.
I watched the 3.
Preparing myself.
I watched the 3. I did watch the trilogy. Even though I know
as long as
Revolutions
it's better
is
than the
shit, I
last
still
2.
watched it.
Yeah. Revolutions is less in the Matrix, isn't it? It's more. It's annoying because they treat the outside. I'm actually don't start me on my thoughts. On
Should we do? How about this? We'll do a Matrix episode.
We'll wait until we've seen the new Matrix.
We'll watch the new Matrix and then we'll do a whole Matrix episode.
Yes, yeah, we'll wait till then. That'll make more sense. Let's not, trigger me early.
I think it'd be good actually because I think we should
now?
do like a fallout, like the everything that happened to like the 3 main characters after the Matrix trilogy finished. Just like, what did Keanu do? What did Lawrence Fishburne do?
What in real life
do?
or in the films?
Yeah, like just what happened in like what other stuff they did, like what other films. I know like Lawrence Fishburne's daughter became a porn star, so that's quite amusing.
Was it? I thought that was it. Lawrence Fishburne. I thought it was the other guy. I thought it was what's his name? Fuck. God from Bruce Almighty.
Morgan Freeman.
How have I forgotten his name? Morgan. I thought it was Morgan's daughter.
No, it's Lawrence Fishburne. Maybe Morgan Freeman
interesting.
as well, but I'm not too sure.
Oh, Spielberg's daughter as well. Spielberg's daughter did like a whole thing as well, didn't she? She got a bit kinky, didn't she, in films?
I
swear Spielberg's daughter
I think
as well
something.
can go on the
Yeah,
list.
I think she's done something.
Maybe we stumbled into another episode. Famous people's whose daughters went to porn.
Yeah.
Or kids went to porn. Let's not lean on the daughters. Kids as a whole went to porn.
Yeah. Oh, Aaron.
Not kid porn. Not kid porn. Fuck, not kid porn. I mean, grew up to do adult films.
Aaron Carter's got an OnlyFans. You know, there's a whole world of it out there. It's great.
Good save, Greg. Good save.
Yeah, nice, mate. Yeah.
Good fucking save.
Phew.
That was close, wasn't it? That was fucking close.
I think we're drawing towards the end here slowly, aren't we?
We are, yeah. I've got one thing left I want to quickly go through, read out. Last episode we talked about all the false friend requests we've been getting.
Yes.
Oh, and by the way, I got a new friend request last week.
Oh,
an
did you?
authentic friend request. Boom.
Nice. Back in the game.
Fucking eighth. From a guy I used to work with called Greg. I used to work with him. I used to work with him in Summerfield, and after Lightopia, we popped into the McDonald's in Surbiton on the way home, and he was in there. And I literally hadn't seen him.
Oh, no way.
Since I was probably about 18, maybe a bit old, maybe about 20, and I was like, I saw him in there, and I was like, I used to call him Little Greg. It didn't seem appropriate this time. Not that he wasn't. He still looked skinny and shit, but I was just like, I can't say hi, Little Greg. So I was like, I looked at him and I was like, Greg. And he looked up and he looked at me for a second. And I pulled my mask down. And then he went, Big Greg. And I was like, yes, this is me. I wasn't going to call you Little Greg because it felt a bit on the nose. But yeah, Big Greg, let's do it. And literally the next day, I got a friend request from him. And I was like, oh, fuck, a real friend request. Yes. So there you go.
Fantastic news.
Anyway, we talked about false friend requests and the spam messages to join sexy WhatsApp groups and what have you. And anyway, literally the day after we talked about that, my Facebook, I think the day the episode came out, my Facebook memories kicked up an email I'd posted on Facebook from 9 years ago.
Okay.
So this is before WhatsApp, and like Facebook obviously was around, but people hadn't really found that sexual spam in yet. So it was still very much email. This is the email I got. Fucking hell. You know what? Oh shit. This email. I've screenshot this email, Joe. I'm gonna send it to you because you're better at this than I am. I end up just going I send it to you.
Are you referring to reading?
Yeah. Yeah. You're way better at reading out loud than I am on podcast.
Here we go. Oh, Jesus
Right,
Christ.
so yeah, I've sent this. I'll get Joe to read it out. It looks big, but it's really not.
That's
so
what she said.
Hey! This is an email that I received.
Greetings. My name is
9 years ago. Can you see the whole email? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Go for it. Go for it.
Greetings. My name is Marina. I am a single woman who is looking for a friend. I am sincere, honest. I do not like to play with feelings or other people. Of other people.
Yep.
Friend says I am good-looking woman of 40-year-old with big sincere eyes, kind smile and good shape. To be honest, I'm looking for a man for my life. But I know that I could not but I know that it is not so easy to meet him, though we can make an effort to know one another. Oh shit, I've zoomed in. I look for man.
That's what she said.
I look for it reads like an Aaron Dale post.
I know, right?
I look for man who has so much sensuality, so much tenderness, very affectionate and sensitive, but seriously, with a sense of responsibility. I can give so much love. I would be able to love.
So, just to stop you there, she wants the man to bring everything. She's just going to bring so much love.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
I can give so much love. I would be able to love fully and with complicity. Who can share both good times and bad times. Who has sense of humour but knows also suffer along with me if life will give us pain. Who knows how to live an exceptional life as I do with him. This is. Is it just me reading this badly, or is this just like are these sentences?
No, it's
bullshit?
written terribly.
Okay.
No, it's written terribly.
It's fucking written terribly. Could you put some? I feel like some music belongs behind me as I'm reading this out.
Oh yeah,
some sort of saxophone music.
Yeah.
A bit of Kenny G, you know. I'm just going to go back here. Who has sense of humour, who knows also suffer along with me if life will give us pain. Who knows how to live an exceptional life as I do with him. I would not have any secrets with him because my love is made of transparency and honesty with nothing to hide. True. Maybe you'll understand that I am quiet, good person with a great sense of responsibility, maturity. I am very interested to know your inside. We should have wankety wank. We should have wankety wank this. We should have done a wankety wank for this.
Maybe we can still wankety wank for this in another episode.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do that next episode. Finish reading it though, because people we'll set them up for it because it's fucking hilarious. This is so ridiculous.
I am very interested to know your inside because the real beauty comes from the inside. If you think that our knowledge can be extensive, write me and just make me pleasure to read your mail. Please answer to me on my private mailbox. Jesus, that made me feel like I couldn't read.
Yep, that's why I gave it to you.
Yeah,
you're good at you're better at reading.
Fuck, man, that made me feel like I could not read. That made me feel like I was reading out loud in fucking English class back in like year 10, and I hated it. That's what that felt like. It was horrible.
It is horrible, but it's funny.
Oh,
it's
it is
hilarious.
Good. It is
that
well
is
good.
So that is insane, and that's a 9-year-old email I received.
She's still waiting for a reply from you, Greg.
But what's interesting is she doesn't actually ask me for anything.
No, she just. I mean,
she's not asking me. She's literally not asking me to click on the link.
Nope.
She's not asking me to go see her sexy photos, join her WhatsApp group. She's not asking me to send her money.
Nope.
She literally doesn't ask. That's what actually also. That's the only reason I was like, this is weird. It's a weird email. But she doesn't ask me for anything.
No, not
she
at
just
all.
she just says maybe you'll want to reply and get to know me. Is all she says. Like. I'm sure there is, many lonely guys who are like, oh, yeah. But I obviously just ignored it. But that's a weird one, isn't it?
That is incredibly strange. That is incredibly strange.
So I definitely
it just shows how the spam has evolved into just like not beating around the bush, and now it's just like, hi, come sex we on me, heart-shaped emoji. Like,
yeah. I'm single girl looking for a big man to fill me with love.
Yeah. Will you deposit me?
Myself. Hi, I'm big man, filled with love. Deposit me.
Oh dear.
Brilliant. Yeah, I'd say you're right. I'd say we kind of do come to the end of the episode.
We are winding.
I know we spent the first
down.
half an hour just catching up and doing geese drops, but
I've had a wonderful evening, Greg.
Wonderful evening. Before we do wrap up and move our ways, we just need to get a little bit serious here for the end. We want to send some love to our long-term loyal listener and good friend of the show, Stuart Bailey.
Yeah.
Who very recently and so sadly lost his partner, Cheryl. It's so sad. Stu did a hell of a job looking after Cheryl as she battled many medical conditions throughout the years, although it obviously wasn't a job for Stuart. It was their life, and he did right by her right up till the end. And I'm sure all the appointments and worries were really tough, especially in this COVID age. And Stu stuck by her and is taking solace in the fact she is at peace now. And,
yeah,
it's a tough one to swallow. It's really sad.
It's a horrible. It's a very unfortunate situation to go through, to see anyone in your immediate family go through an illness, and yeah, to hear that unfortunately it took an unfortunate turn is very, very, very sad. So
yeah,
we're thinking of you, Stu.
Really sad. We are, and I'd really love it if the rest of you listeners could just join us in, I'm not saying actually contact Stu, but just mentally wish him well.
Yeah,
and all take a moment for Cheryl Louise Davison, 1978 to 2021. That's what, 43, 42, 43. That is it's an early age. So Stu, to be honest with you, Stu, it was really nice to actually hear from you. I didn't think we'd hear from you for a little while.
No,
so the fact you even reached out and got in touch was lovely. And we were going to mention we weren't going to go into detail. We were just going to send you love on the episode. But the fact you actually said, please, it'd be quite nice if you mentioned something, then more than happy to do so.
I think it's because obviously there's although unfortunately we'd never met Stu or his wife, but when Stu has
his girlfriend,
when Stu has got in contact with us before, I definitely one of the first things he always said was that or one of the things that he sent to us was his wife had the hump with him because he fell asleep listening to our podcast, and it woke her up with the amount of like effing and jeffing that was going on.
That was quite recently, wasn't it? That was quite recently.
I was just that was
last year. Yeah.
So I always felt slightly guilty.
I don't think they were actually married though. I don't think she was.
Apologies.
His wife. I think they were just. But by all intents and purposes, yes, I think they'd been together for a long bloody time.
Yeah.
So,
But
what does that even mean?
Not to deter.
What does the label of wife and girlfriend
exactly.
even mean when you've been together through all this time?
Let's not deter away
sad.
from our point, which is just like, Stu, we're thinking of you, man, and sorry that you've had to go through this, especially this time of year as well, man. It's really, really shitty.
To anyone else out there that listens and goes through tough times, I know we are stupid and silly, and we sound like we probably wouldn't care, but trust me, we do care. Of course, we do. We've all had our personal journeys, so we all care. Like
everybody's going through something, man. And if you don't feel good, then definitely talk to someone.
Joe's like, definitely talk to Greg.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not saying I'm going to go into now or mention, but next week at the time of recording, my mum has an operation. She's been battling breast cancer for the last, it feels like years, but I think it's been like probably about 6-7 months. So it's been a tough year for us family.
Yeah,
she
man.
has her chemo didn't work after like months of chemo, really hard on her. It didn't work, so they're going for an operation, which I don't even know if Mum even want me to say this in a podcast, but I know she hasn't listened for a while because she's just been at home.
Yeah, of course.
She used to listen going to and from work. So hopefully by the time Mum does hear this, it is way further down the line when she's well in the clear, caught up in all the previous episodes and back to work. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, positive thoughts out there as well. If my mum is going to go in for operation next week, she's isolating as of tomorrow, so I managed to pop over today and say hello and wish her well before next time I see her will be after the operation. So
yeah, man. Thinking of all the Armstrongs at the moment.
It's all going on. Life, it never stops, even at Christmas.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. It brings us to the end of the episode. I don't even know where we're going. Did we land on an episode title? I thought we did at one point. Did we land on an episode title at one point? I thought we said something earlier.
I think something. There's probably some in there, but I definitely like Bum Squad, and I definitely want to draw us in bomb.
Oh, Bum Squad might have been. It might have been Bum Squad.
Bomb safety kits with Bum Squad written on it.
I think it is the Bum Squad. I think that's it, the Bum Squad. Yeah, I like that. Bum Squad. Brilliant. Okay, there we go. This has been episode 168. Bum Squad. And it's quite funny because I know the last couple of episodes, I'm like, we're going to try and move away from dick and bum in the title all the time.
This is an arse exclusive podcast now.
Has to be this way. 100%. So, thank you, everyone. I have been Greg. The real beauty comes from inside Armstrong.
And I've been Joe, without further ado, Jackson.
Oh, he's fucking got it, son. Back of the net.
Shalom.
Bye.
The All Seeing Guys podcast is part of Podnose, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network. For episode archives of the All Seeing Guys and all of the shows on the network, visit us at www.podnose.com. You can also follow us on Twitter via @podnose or send us an email via admin@podnose.com.